So, what is going on YouTube? This is Sam from TeamSamuraiX1 here, and today guys, I'm coming at you with my Millennium Restrict deck profile for you guys today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. For those of you who have not yet joined the notification squad, make sure you guys turn on your post notification bell right now so that way that whenever I upload new deck profiles, especially when newer sets are released, you guys will always be the first ones to actually check out my video. So make sure you guys join the notification squad. That'll be absolutely amazing. Click on the bell, guys. It takes like 2 seconds, so make sure you guys do that right now. If you guys want to see more new set deck profiles, be sure to smash that 1,000 plus like button because you guys are absolutely amazing. So make sure you guys go down to that like button right now and just smash the living crap out of it. By the way guys, if you guys want to help support the channel, make sure you guys check out my Patreon page. That's where I give you guys early access to deck profiles, funny memes, and a lot of stuff that I post on there exclusively on Patreon. So if you guys want to be part of that, make sure you guys check out my Patreon page. And by the way guys, if you guys want to get your Dark Magician playmat today, I decided to bring these back for a limited time only due to high demand. So if you guys want to get your playmat, I do free shipping to Canada, USA. International shipping may cost extra. So if you guys want to help support the channel, make sure you guys get your playmat today. And I also have other playmats on the channel as well. So if you guys are interested in any other playmats, make sure you guys message me on my Facebook page. Alright guys, I'm just so glad that Ancient Millennium is finally released so we can play this fantastic deck. This deck is actually a very fun deck. You know, it's very nostalgic, especially when you can play Relinquish, and especially in 2018, we get new Pegasus support. I'm just really glad that the Relinquish finally got more support, especially with the new Thousand Eye monsters. I'll explain to you guys everything once I progress to the video, but this deck is actually very disruptive. You can actually disrupt a lot of plays during your turn and also your opponent's turn by taking your opponent's monster and things like that. So that's what Thousand Eyes monsters are really good at, sucking your opponent's monster. That sounds super wrong. Start with the monster you're gonna play, of course, Triple Relinquish. This card is the heart and soul of the deck, and to basically summarize his effect basically says that you can take one of your opponent's monster and equip that monster to this card, and you can only equip one monster at a time, and once Relinquish takes that monster, Relinquish basically gains the attack and defense of that monster, and if Relinquish were to be destroyed, you can basically destroy the equipped monster instead. So Relinquish is a really good card to actually take control of any problematic monster on the board, so that way you can just easily push for damage with Relinquish attack stats that it gained from the equipped monster, which is really amazing. So Relinquish, really easy card to actually bring out in the deck. You're also playing cards like, you know, Preparation of Rites and Pre-Prep to actually get direct access to Relinquish directly from the deck to your hand, which is very awesome. You're also playing cards like Manju as well. Actually search this card directly from the deck to your hand. Next off, for a new support, you're gonna play, of course, Triple Millenniumized Illusionist. This card is absolutely fantastic, guys. This card is what breaks the deck, in my personal opinion. For those of you who are new to the deck, I'm gonna briefly explain to you guys its effect. This effect is a quick effect, which is really amazing. You can discard this card, then target one effect monster your opponent controls. You give that target to an Eyes Restrict fusion monster or a Relinquish you control as if it were equipped by that monster's effect. If an Eyes Restrict fusion monster or Relinquish is special summoned, add this card from your graveyard to your hand. This is not optional. You can only use this effect of Millennium Restrict once per turn. The really powerful thing about this card is that this card is a form of hand trap and is a form of interruption while you control a Thousand Eyes monster or a Relinquish monster during your opponent's turn or during your turn. For example, if you're playing against ABCs and they activate Unit Hanger and they summon the A, right? Once A is summoned, they're going to be attempting to activate Unit Hanger's effect. You can activate Illusionist's effect to ditch it to the graveyard, to take control of A and equip it to a Thousand Eyes or Relinquish monster, so that way that Unit Hanger does not resolve, which is really, really good. For any combo-based deck, if you time this card correctly, you can literally disrupt the entire combo, which is really good. So especially against the Magician FTK, if they're trying to FTK you, what you can do is that you can activate Millennium Illusionist, take control of their Starving Venom, and just basically equip Starving Venom to your Relinquished or your Thousand Eyes monster, which is really, really amazing. So this card is just a really good interruption card during either player's turn, which is why this card is really important. So it's essentially the hand trap of the deck, and the secondary effect is just really amazing because this card is able to recycle itself. Next off, for supporting engine, this card needs no further explanation. Triple Manju, the 10,000 hands. This card doesn't need much explanation. He gives you access to Relinquish directly from the deck to your hand, and also gives you access to Black Magic Ritual directly from the deck to your hand. So this card instantly gives you access to Relinquish, which is really important. So Triple Manju, and it's a level 4 monster, which gives you access to rank 4 XYZ, especially when you're playing Instant Fusion in the deck. If you have game, you can go Manju, search Relinquish or things like that, summon Relinquish, and then activate Instant Fusion, bring a Carbonal Warrior, and then make a rank 4 XYZ just to basically game your opponent. So Manju is really good for that. Next off, you're gonna play double King of Bile. King of Bile is just really good in the deck. King of Bile is just really good in the deck because it's essentially a monster reborn, which revives back Thousand Eyes and also Millennium Restrict. And especially while your Illusionist is in the graveyard, King of Bile can just revive back the Thousand Eyes, and then, you know, you can activate Illusionist to basically add this card directly from your graveyard back into your hand, which is really amazing. So King of Bile, a really good monster reborn in the deck. Next off, we're going to play, of course, triple Predator Plant Orphan Scorpio. This card is fantastic and it's phenomenal in this deck because you're playing a lot of fusion spells in the deck, such as triple Relinquish Fusion and also triple Instant Fusion, which is one of your main cards in the deck. So you just want to have direct access to those cards as quickly as possible. So if you see a first and Orphan Scorpio, you literally have access to Instant Fusion and also Relinquish Fusion. This card is not in here because of Brilliant Fusion, guys. Do not worry. I'm not playing Brilliant Fusion in the deck, so you guys don't have to worry for that. So Orphan Scorpio, really good. It's also a dark, so if you see multiple copies of these cards in your hand, you can always allure Darkness away, which is really awesome. And to accompany the Orphan Scorpio, you want to play the Darlingtonia Cobra, which is essential for this combo to work. So you just go Orphan Scorpio, ditch your cards. If you can ditch Millennium Restrict, you can get so much value out of it because it's essentially a free ditch. Orphan Scorpio, ditch Millennium Restrict, bring out Instant Fusion, activate Instant Fusion, bring out Thousand Eyes, and then activate Millennium Restrict to add itself back into your hand because you fusion summon into Thousand Eyes Restrict, which is really cool. So Orphan Scorpio and Cobra, really good card, and it also gives you access to Underclock Taker, which is really cool. And last but not least, you're playing Kaijus. Kaijus, I believe, is just really important in this specific deck. So you're playing double Radiant. It's really important to play Radiant because it's a dark, so you can have allure or darkness targets. So if you have multiple copies of this card in your hand, you can always allure darkness away. Jizukiru and also the Thunder King. The reason why Kaijus is really important in this specific build is because like the Kaijus that you give your opponent, you're literally just gonna suck it back. And Thousand Eyes and also Relinquish basically just gain their attack. So giving your opponent the Kaiju, you know, gets rid of the problematic monster, and at the same time you're eating your own Kaiju back. So your monsters will already become big anyways because of they'll gain the Kaiju stats. I believe that this deck is more successful going second because you're actually able to take control of your opponent's monster. So the deck can either go first or second, but I decided to, you know, it makes more sense to go second, especially where you can just Kaiju your opponent's monster, take back your Kaiju, and just basically push for more damage. But the deck can still go first, so if you guys want to play a going first build, you guys don't have to play cards like Kaijus. But Kaiju is just really important overall, especially the dark one. You can have Allure Darkness targets, and it's just really good cards to actually help get rid of problematic monster. Next off, you're going to play, of course, triple Relinquish Fusion. This card is the new support of the deck, and let me explain to you guys its effect real quick. If you just have one Eyes Restrict Fusion monster from your extra deck by banishing materials from your hand, field, and or graveyard. During your main phase, you can banish this card from your graveyard and target one effect monster opponent controls. Equip that target to Eyes Restrict Fusion monster or Relinquish you control as it was equipped by that monster's effect. So this card is really amazing. So during your opponent's turn, if you have this card, you can make Millennium Eyes Restrict. Whenever your opponent activates a monster effect, you basically equip that monster to Millennium Eyes Restrict, which is really awesome. And then during your main phase, you can activate Relinquish Fusion effect to banish yourself to equip a monster to Millennium Eyes Restrict, which is really awesome. And the really good thing about Millennium Eyes Restrict is that it doesn't have a restriction where you can only equip one monster at a time to Millennium Eyes Restrict, which is really amazing. So that's what's really good thing about this card. Card is fantastic for that. So triple Relinquish Fusion gives you access to Millennium Eyes Restrict, and also gives you the ability to equip more monsters to Millennium Eyes, which is really powerful. So triple Fusion, and the way that you're going to get access to this card is either by drawing it, or you can get access to this card directly from the deck to your hand using the Predator Plant Orphan Scorpio, which is really good. So triple Relinquish Fusion, really powerful card. Triple Instant Fusion, oh my goodness, guys, this card is absolutely free. Brings out Millennium Eyes Restrict directly from the extra deck, brings out Thousand Eyes, brings out Raging, brings out Carbonala Warrior. Really amazing card, and usually you just activate Instant Fusion, special summon Thousand Eyes, activate Thousand Eyes effect, take control of your opponent's monster, and then you can just you know, link something away for a Link Karibo and things like that, which is really awesome. And you can get access to this card directly from the deck to your hand using the Orphan Scorpio combo, which is really good. So triple Instant Fusion. Next off, you're gonna play, of course, triple Black Illusion Ritual. This card brings out Relinquish. No need to further explain this card. And to see your Relinquish more often, you're playing cards like Preparation of Rites. Add one level 7 lower ritual monster from your deck to your hand. You can add one ritual spell card from your graveyard to your hand. So this card recycles back Black Illusion and also gives you access to Relinquish directly from the deck to your hand. And then you're playing triple Pre-Preparation of Rites. This card gives you access to Black Illusion and also Relinquish directly from the deck to your hand. So you want to see Relinquish as quickly as possible. And last but not least, you're going to play cards like Allure Darkness. This card is just a really good card to actually help you dig deeper into your deck to see the combo pieces that you need. It's not good when you see many copies of Orphan Scorpio in your hand or things like that, so you just easily get rid of those cards in your hand by using Allure Darkness. For a 1-ofs, Interrupted Kaiju Slumber, you know, banish yourself to get a Kaiju, you know, Kaiju your opponent's monster, summon Relinquish, take control of your Kaiju back again, which is really cool. The one Foolish Burial, actually another copy of Illusionist, so you basically just go Foolish Burial, dump Illusionist, and then you can go cards like Instant Fusion or Relinquish Fusion, bring out your Fusion monster, and then Illusionist will basically get to add himself back to your hand. So, and last but not least for the spell, you're going to play, of course, the one Monster Cardo. Provides back your Thousand Eyes monster from a graveyard, which is really awesome. So, one monster reborn to run off our spells. So that's pretty much it for the spells, guys. Go after your traps. And last but not least, for our traps, we're going to play, of course, double evenly match. We're playing a going second base deck. So evenly match is actually very powerful. For those of you who do not have the budget for evenly match, that's okay. You guys can also play cards like Dark Hole and Raigeki. Well, Raigeki is a little bit expensive, but it's definitely more budget than evenly match in my personal opinion. So if you guys have access to those cards, you guys can just play Dark Hole or Raigeki in replacement of evenly match. Start up with your extra deck. You're going to play, of course, double Millenniumized Restrict. This card is absolutely fantastic. One of the best cards in the Ancient Millennium, in my personal opinion. And the really good thing about this card is that this card is one of your best interruption cards during either player's turn. Let me read you guys the effect real quick. Is that once per turn, when your opponent activates a monster effect, which is a quick effect, you can target one effect monster your opponent controls, or in their graveyard, equip that target to this card you control. This card gains attack and defense equal to that equipped monsters. Monsters with that equipped monster's name cannot attack. Also, their effects on the field and their activated effects are negated. So any monster that is equipped to this card, you can say goodbye to any monster with the same name that is equipped to this card because their effects cannot be activated and they cannot attack, which is really awesome. And the really good thing about this card is that this card does not have a restriction like Thousand Eyes Restrict or Relinquish to only equip one monster. This card can equip multiple monsters to this card. This card is one of the cards that you actually just want to bring out the most with cards like, Instant Fusion and also Relinquish Fusion, so that way that you have interruption during your opponent's turn. Double Thousand Eyes Restrict. Thousand Eyes Restrict, very self-explanatory. Summon this card, take control of your opponent's monster. Really good. The one Invoked Raging, because you're playing triple Instant Fusion in the deck, you can easily bring out this card from your extra deck. Next one to play, of course, the one Carbonella Warrior. It's essentially another Instant Fusion target to give you access to another rank 4 XYZ. After links, triple Link Karibo, okay? All your fusion monsters are level 1s, so you can get access to Link Karibo as quickly as possible, which is really cool. The one Underclock Taker. Usually make Underclock Taker with the Orphid Scorpio and also the Dawn Antonio Cobra. Card's really good with Thousand Eyes Restrict and also Millenniumized Restrict. You can just go Underclock Taker. You can activate Thousand Eyes, take control of your Kaiju monster, activate Underclock Taker, target the Thousand Eyes that's a link down for Undertaker, and then you can basically, nuke your opponent's monster attack and off to your rank 4 XYZs just in case. One Castell, one Tornado Dragon, one Abyss Dweller, 39 Utopia, and 39 Utopia the Lightning to round off your extra deck. So that's pretty much it for the deck, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys smash the thumbs up button. This deck is actually a very fun deck to play. I'm just really glad that Relinquish finally got more support in 2018, which is really, really cool. If you guys want to see more deck profiles, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. That would be very amazing, guys. And make sure you guys support me on Patreon. I'll leave a link in the description box below. Alright, guys, Sam from TeamSamuraiX1 signing out. Alright, guys. Peace.
Like Usain in the cheetah print. Talk fresh game, I don't need a minute. R.I.P. the game, I need a minute. Okay, let's proceed with it. I'm in the house, got the deed with it. These bozos always